Beats Planet.
And we, what's up, Will Steele? Appreciate you, brother. You're just the best in the business. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Voch Lombardi Live, another episode of Voch Lombardi Live on the volume and all that. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, look, we took Monday off, man. We had to get refreshed. I know we keep telling y'all this. Hey, man, we got to take the day off because, when the season starts, we ain't going to have many of these. It's going to be our last day. Then another holiday come. Hey, this is going to be our last break. Promise you. Not going to be able to stop no more. Season's coming. Not going to stop. Then Will was like, yo, Voch, Labor Day is coming. I say, when's Labor Day? Monday. No, Will, we probably won't be taking, but Voch, did you know that the banks are closed? That changed everything. Hey, look, I don't have a list of federal holidays on my board, on my dry erase board or anything like that, but Will just tapped me on the show. Hey, man, the bank's closed. And look, if the bank's is closed, Voch ain't coming to work. So, hey, look, we appreciate y'all for tuning in on this Tuesday that we're going to treat like Monday. In case you didn't know, football is this damn week. Yeah, we got Bills and whoever the hell they playing on Thursday. Yeah, we got Thursday night football. But the Cowboys come on Sunday. Sunday night, we got to wait for all the football to be over, and then the Cowboys are going to come on Sunday night. Before I do the intros, Will Steele, speaking of Monday night football, I was doing some fantasy football drafts, right? And I'm just later in the rounds. I'm trying to find some running backs and stuff. You did your fantasy drafts also, and I stumbled across some of the Seahawks running backs, right? I'm like, oh, Rashad Penny helped win me a fantasy championship last year. Let me check and see what's going on with him or whatever. So I just started, looking around and, oh, well, let me check the team options. Shouts out to the Sleeper app. You can look and see what the depth chart looks like. Them boys really rolling Geno Smith out there week 1, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we out here complaining about our little situation. Them boys rolling Geno Smith quarterback 1, day 1. And we complaining about our situation. And then they got to run out there Monday Night Football. And then ESPN got to try to find a way to market Geno Smith to make us excited for Monday Night Football. So really, Sunday Night Football is the last football of the week because ain't nobody goddamn watching Geno Smith start. Correct?
Shit,
Cowboys are going to hit.
We're going to watch Russell Wilson. Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride. All right, cool. Let's get into the show. I'm Voch Lombardi.
You are watching a master at work.
VOCHLOMBARDI on Twitter. We being point guarded by the best in the business.
Now you know your ass is Willie.
Master William Stilliam.
Everybody gonna die.
Appreciate
my feet dangling. That's what that was.
you swing. Hey man, we might as well go jump right into this content. We got so much to talk about. Wilson. This ain't one of the days where we're just gonna bullshit till 3:50 and then jump into the calls and stuff. We got stuff to get to. Jason Peters was signed over the weekend. Let's give us a little something here. Jason Peters was signed over the weekend. And look, Will, I'm not gonna lie. How many of y'all on social media, let's say Saturday, when the deal didn't go through Friday, how many of y'all was cussing out Stephen Jones like, man, this motherfucker better not mess this one up. He better not screw this one up. You know what I mean? It was a weird little time. But early Monday, Cowboys working on Labor Day, but we not. Ain't this a cool job, Will Steele?
Love it.
Cowboys were working when Voch Lombardi Live was off, but Jason Peters was signed, sealed, and delivered. And the first text that I sent for Will that Will sent me was, hey man, Jason Peters, huge as hell. And he's huge as hell, but he's somehow in shape also. You know what I mean? And, I saw this one video. It was like from Dallas Morning News, CBS, whatever joint that they don't really post videos, but they posted this video, newspaper, something. And it was just Jason Peters working on the cores, stretching, moving around, just going through his little paces. And then that just made me go, I don't want no more small offensive linemen, Will Steele. If I can get, that's the video. Will Steele, that's the fucking video. Thank you, Will. The producer of the year. Drop flames in the chat for Will Steele. I saw this video, Will, and I was like, I don't want no more small offensive linemen ever, right?
Yeah.
If I can get 5 people looking like Jason Peters, let's boogie. That dude is huge, but that's in shape for him. That's in good shape for him. And I got some sound clips for y'all later. Jason Peters will talk about some of the things that he's done to, get ready to get prepped for the season and all that. Of course, Eagles fans have something to say to us. He's a former Eagle, and they think that, if Jason Peters is their starting left tackle, we're just going to have an Adrian Claiborne type day. Well, we've been watching the film, and that's why I'm so proud of the Twitter community. I'm so proud of the social media community that instead of just assuming, we went to go watch some film. And even if Jason Peters ain't amazing, he is 2 things. He is an average NFL left tackle, because left tackle in the National Football League is trash. And most importantly, he better than fucking Josh Ball. That's it. I think that's the big key here. So yes, he's 40, but I just need Cowboys to understand he's 40, but we're not in this for a youthful character. We're not in this for a left tackle for the future. We're in this because Tyron Smith put us in a bad situation. Josh Ball put us in a worse situation. All this shit is Jerry and Steven's fault in the first place. So we just kind of need something to get us by. We need something to keep us alive, just to make sure number 4 doesn't die a slow and horrible death. And Jason Peters will indeed do that for you. Now, if we're talking about February, March in the process, I wasn't really a big fan of the idea of signing a 40-year-old, but Voch was ignorant. Voch went back to look at the film. Will Steele has done the film. People in this chat box, I'm sure, because y'all are responsible Cowboy fans, y'all have looked at the film. Jason Peters looks pretty spiffy as a left tackle. I got questions for you, Will.
Let's go.
Tyler Smith is definitely going to be starting left tackle versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. In my personal opinion, I don't think there's any type of so impressive that Tyler Smith can look to where Jason Peters can just remain on the sideline. There were some clips going around. They were saying, hey, man, if Tyler Smith look good, just keep Jason Peters on the sideline and keep doing your thing. I'm in the camp of, right, but Connor McGovern still exists, right? So in my mind, if Tyler Smith is amazing and ready for the NFL game, I don't leave him at left tackle. That just made me feel better about left tackle for the future. But I'm putting his strong ass right back at left guard, and I'm running Jason Peters at left tackle so that we can have that dream thing that we've been kind of talking about, Will. Still, am I right on that, or do you disagree?
No, I don't. I think it goes back to that whole best 5 thing, right? Like, I completely understand best 5 is not always going to be the 5 that fans want, but I mean, that is easily the best 5, period. Yeah. Now, Jerry came out and said, which is Jerry, which maybe you'll play a clip, I don't know. But Jerry came out and said that, it depends how Tyler Smith plays. To me, that doesn't sound like a plan. I don't know if that's the real plan, but that sounds like hey, man, we just going to throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks.
Figure it out.
Figure it out as it goes. Where I think the plan should be what you said. Your best tackle on this team, based off of film from last year, your best left tackle at the very least, is Jason Peters.
Sure. And of course, this isn't Madden where you can just sign a free agent guy, plug them right in there, and they're ready to go week 1. Yeah. I would love for it to be that way. I would love for that to be the case, though. But I think it'll be a hell of a surprise if Jason Peters lines up out there week 1. Bengals, that might be pushing it a little bit, but I think week 3 versus the Giants, I think that may be the perfect storm. So we get 2 weeks of Tyler Smith. We got some sound clips of Mike McCarthy getting his thoughts on Jason Peters. Let's see what he got to say.
Well, I think just like any player, I mean, you have a chance to look at the video and obviously have a tremendous amount of respect for what Jason's accomplished throughout his career. But, going back, watching the video of his time in Chicago, it was definitely a opportunity of high mutual interest, and
which is what I think is interesting in the first part, right? Because this isn't like, oh, we were desperate, so we went here, or we know the Eagles stuff, but he was kind of trash, whatever, so we're just going here. If they went to the Bears film, right? Like if they went to the Bears film, then they know that Jason Peters can play. So I want to know, when did they watch this Bears film? And, Will, you said on your show, me and you text about it, you kind of want to call Jason Peters as soon as Tyron Smith get hurt. But I wonder when is the earliest they knew Jason Peters could still play. Let's keep running Mike McCarthy.
He'd love to finish his career here in Texas, and so we had a chance to visit, late last week and through the weekend. So he'll line up, and we'll kind of just bring him on along a little slowly today. We'll just do individuals, so he'll practice today. Let's see how practice goes today. So we'll just get him back out there and kind of take a ramp up type mindset, just to let him get back into it.
Now, I wonder, are we going to shoot dice in the bathroom, or is this Mike McCarthy just kind of not showing his hand necessarily? You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, he'll come in and he'll practice, and we'll see what's going on, and we'll ramp him up. Or is there some secret Illuminati, meeting going on and say, hey, man, we got to get you right day one. I wonder if Jason Peters, right, and there's a difference between football shape and real life shape. He says he's in real life shape. Football shape is different. But it's week 1, so none of us are technically in football shape. Yes, the team has been practicing more. Some of the they've been doing the joint practices and things. They've been, practicing, but it ain't like game shape, which is another different kind of shape, right? Should we just shoot the dice in the bathroom, Will Steele, and just throw him in the fire and just, hey, you're going to get your ass in shape via blocking?
No, absolutely not. He's 40 years old, man. He said, I haven't put on a helmet or shoulder pads since January. That's real. That's real.
Yeah. But I'm excited, though.
Yeah.
I'm excited because going into this thing, man, we're looking for Jason Peters. We're looking for Eric Fisher. We're looking for some left tackle guy. You're like, all right, cool, whatever. But when you watch the film, you feel better. You feel a little better when you see that film, Will Steele. So I just kind of want to see this thing right now. And Jason Peters is a powerful dude. So this goes back to the conversation we had the other day, to where when you're looking for Tyron Smith's backup, you look for what are you losing, right? So Jason Peters is a guy who's big as hell, who can move, right? And he may not be a Tyron Smith can move guy, but he can move. But he's powerful. He's powerful as shit, like Tyron Smith is also powerful. So you don't lose very much power. You know what I mean? So in my mind, man, I just kind of want to see Jason and young Tyler move people around and smoke shit out of people. I'm just excited to see what that looks like. Clarence Hill asked Mike McCarthy, does this mean that Tyler Smith goes back to guard? And, of course, we're going to dissect the shit out of what Mike McCarthy's talking about here.
Oh, no. I mean, once again, this is about adding depth and bringing another excellent player into your program. So, we'll just, it's, to me, these are two separate topics. And this is just more about adding a future Hall of Fame player to your lineup.
Stop the cap.
To your football team. Just,
if you watch that film, like you said, you watched that film, you're not looking for Jason Peters as simply a depth guy. I don't give a damn how good Tyler Smith looks at left tackle. If Tyler Smith looks great at left tackle and Jason Peters is as good as you think he can be compared to the 39-year-old film or whatnot, and he goes out there, he's a good left tackle for you, Tyler Smith, we love what you did at tackle. You're the future, though. Put this motherfucker right back here. Because, look, now you got to have the conversation of, okay, is Jason Peters a better left tackle than Connor McGovern is a left guard? Connor McGovern plays right guard really well. Connor McGovern plays right guard better. He's solid for left guard if that's what we're going with. But Will Steele, the whole damn camp, what we've been saying, the whole offseason, what we've been saying, Tyler Smith's better than Connor McGovern. Tyler Smith's much better than Connor McGovern. So unless Connor McGovern got some secret kung fu left tackle shit we don't know about, put Tyler Williams at guard and quit playing so damn
Tyler
much.
Williams.
What I said?
Tyler Williams.
I miss my son.
You missed
Wait a
your-
minute. It's hard, man. It's hard, man. You know what I mean? You have kids and you want them to grow up and be great. You want them to be a doctor, a lawyer, college professor. You want your kids to be great. Sometimes they end up, rapping. Sometimes they end up, going to school for art or some shit. They don't really be what you want them to be. You got to cut them loose. You're not going to do what you want to do in my house. You're going to get you a job or you're going to leave. And my son, Connor Williams, said, I'm leaving. You're not going to be in my house not getting strong and not getting big. If you're going to be that size, go to Miami. Fine, I'm going to Miami, and I'm going to be great in Miami, Dad. And Connor Williams went up there. Now he playing center and shit. Connor Williams, the backup center or some shit. I was right. But that's what happens when your kids don't listen. That don't mean they shouldn't be loved. Love your kids. Or else they're going to end up playing backup center in goddamn Miami. Fuck Connor Williams, dog. Let's get back into it. Tyler Smith. I got a new son, Tyler Smith. He's strong as hell. And he's doing the right thing. He's gonna be the president one day. My new son. All right. We got more sound clips. Appreciate you, Will, still doing it on the fly for me, sir.
Gotcha.
What else? Jerry Jones on Jason Peters. I'm sick of it. Listen, I've always been, hey man, we gotta cut Jerry Jones a break guy. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to be cut Jerry Jones a break guy. I don't know if it's because I'm 30 now. I don't know if it's, you know what I mean? I'm sick of listening to this motherfucker, man. He need to go. He need to just sit down and retire somewhere, man. But this is him talking about, who he talking about? Jason Peters. Here you go.
Well, he's a phenomenal player. He was, in high school, he was defensive lineman of the year in Texas.
Oh, he was the prom king. Motherfucker played baseball. Shit, hey, he's shit, have you seen his yearbook? Hey, have you seen this mother in 2006? Did you see him? My goodness.
When he was recruited. And he went to Arkansas. Of course, I was there, really always had my eye on him and always looking at him. And, of course, we played him twice a year, so we really had to look at him. And it was a phenomenon. He had he really wasn't as highly thought of when he –
This shit's a black hole. This shit's an asteroid. It's a phenomenon. Shit's a goddamn phenomenon.
Yeah, Jerry. Oh, this is great. Keep going.
It's a goddamn. If I can make a list of things that are actual phenomena, Jason Peters don't fit in the list of things that's actual phenomena. Like the solar eclipse that happens once every million years, you know? Whatever killed all the dinosaurs, that was a phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Prince was a phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Peters.
He came out of Arkansas as he became almost immediately. Kind of a surprise to have this kind of success in the NFL. So bottom line is I've known him very well all these years. And, boy, he played tight end early, so that shows you the kind of athlete, played defense.
If he came out of Arkansas and played tight end early, this motherfucker was not a phenomenon.
Line that shows you the kind of athlete, Mark 2A type stuff for us. And so then to continue his he's so efficient. He's just very efficient to have all that athletic ability and that size, and smart as well, and just pretty much got it on. You think the ability to just manage yourself physically and be able to still be playing, and
how long was that going to go? Because he can go.
The extent of Jerry Jones's knowledge of Jason Peters. I believe that Jerry Jones thinks Jason Peters is a good player. Because that just goes based on, like, you know, the Eagles pedigree or whatever. The fact that, you know, Jerry Jones referred to Jason Peters as a patient player or a very technically sound player would require Jerry Jones to watch film or Bears film. Jerry Jones a billionaire. Signed deals with blockchain and fucking FIFA and all this other little shit. Do you think that Jerry Jones has had time to watch Jason Peters' Bears film? Will Steele?
I doubt he did that. I mean, he's probably echoing what he heard from McClay and those boys.
I'm gonna start calling Jerry Jones out on this, man. I'm gonna start calling him out, man. Oh well, if you take a look at the 45th snap of the 16 game last year, Jason Peters had an XYZ. Bro, you ain't watched that, dog. You a billionaire. Come on, get out of here, man. You got a good report on. I wish he would just say this. I got a good report on Jason Peters, and it made me excited. So that's why I went to go sign Jason because Will McClay said so. I would love for Will McClay to get some credit for the pro scouts to get some. Oh, my pro scout said that Jason Peters was good. So we signed him. I wish that was the case, but whatever. And now this is Jason, not Jason, Jerry Jones on Jason's timeline to get back on the field.
Well, we want to
And you know he's ready to admit all this shit, to just leak all this information. But let's see what he said.
be prudent and be recognized that this isn't his first year. In other words, we've got to ease him along. Hooker is a good example of that. But Hooker was coming off an injury, coming off an Achilles injury. And so when he came on last year, we eased him into it. And, of course, he had an outstanding year. But we did ease it into him. We had him in training camp early, and you just saw the kind of patience you want to have. Because
So Malik Hooker started playing around week 7 or so. Will Steele? Maybe
No. He played early in the season. He just missed the first game.
First game or so? Okay, cool. So if that was an Achilles thing for Malik, right? Jason Peters just trying to get back in shape. I know you said no to me earlier. Jason Peters wasn't hurt. He just not in game shape yet. Throw his ass out there week 1, Will Steele.
No, you can't do. Here's why you can't. They waited too long. You signed. You got him in a building on Monday. You play on Sunday. You got 6 days to prepare him for your playbook against that pass rush and Todd Bowles. That'd be a mistake in my opinion. But the next week, that's a different story. I don't think it's just about game shape, right? That's part of it. But I also think it's, the ability to understand your quarterback, what the offensive line wants to do, the coaches and all that stuff. But this ain't Madden. Remember, we said it ain't Madden.
I know, but I'm just ready to throw all that realistic shit out the window. I'm ready to get this stuff. Plus, I really want to win this Tampa Bay game because I think we can win it. Like, I really think we can win the shit out of it. And I think Jason Peters would be a big help to that. But I don't know. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We ain't got to talk about this. I did find this interesting, though. When they asked Jason Peters, did he have other offers and what kind of shape is he in right now? This is interesting to me. Let's kind of get this going.
Yeah, I had a few opportunities with some teams, but like I was telling my agent, they like to go youth over age. So I was just weighing my options, and then when this came up, my home state, I couldn't pass it up to play for the Cowboys. 2 hours from my hometown. So, and far as the shape go, I've just been doing cardio and lifting. You can't really get in football shape till you put the pads and the helmet on. So, that's what I'm gonna be doing the first couple weeks.
Hey, so let's put that pad helmet on right now and just try to get as close as we can get. But what I found interesting was when he said, I had some offers. And, I told my agent that, they would rather go with the young guy than the 40-year-old, right? And to be fair, signing 40-year-olds is a desperate business. We are in the desperation business, to be fair, the Cowboys, that is. But when you go on social media, and I mostly play this for the Cowboy fans that are on Twitter, that are on the social media. Well, he's 40, Voch, and if he was so good, why didn't some other team draft? Well, why did some other team sign him? Well, because they're in the young man's game, and maybe they have young left tackles that they're trying to develop, and that they don't want a 40-year-old to come in and kind of stunt that growth, I guess. But what was interesting about the Cowboys situation, we tried to go the young man's route. We tried to go the Josh Ball route. And Josh Ball just let us all down. Oh, Josh Ball should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself how he just let us down. So the fact that we got to go with a 40-year-old man in a young man's game, Will Steele. In a young man's game, the fact that we got to go with the 40-year-old, but that should be upsetting for Josh Ball and his family. But there were teams that were offering, Jason Peters some opportunities, but some teams wanted to go young. And look, this ain't a situation where it's 32 teams lined up to sign Jason Peters, right? Some guys got tackled, some guys just don't want to go with the older cat. But I think when Tyron Smith went down, like you said, Will Steele, we probably should have put the call in that Friday expeditiously. But I wonder. Let me play this first though, Will Steele. Let me. Is it
Jerry?
And that's what I'm interested. I don't know.
I'm asking you, is this clip Jerry?
Oh no. This is Jason again. Jason
Thank
Peters.
God, because
brother, this guy stinks.
You was trying to work it in that, Will.
I was trying to get it in that mode.
I like it, Will. Still, I like it. Nah, this is Jason Peters right here. You don't care if this is Jason Peters. You don't care. You don't care. You want to get your clip off. I like that. Things that you have to pass along to Tyler Smith. Jason Peters said this.
Just a grit, finishing plays, technique,
Tyler Smith don't need no more grit, but sure, give it to him, whatever.
knowing what to do and playing fast, keeping his nose clean and stuff, on and off the field. I'm gonna help him out. I helped him a little bit today, just trying to get his technique and all that stuff in rhythm.
And that's huge for Tyler. And nobody else talking about this neither, Will, still, because Jason Peters not going to be here. He's not going to be here next year. That's huge for Tyler, but it's also huge for fucking Terrence Steele. Because Terrence Steele is another young guy that can take all the help that he possibly can. So yeah, Zach Martin's around. Tyron Smith is a good mentor for you, of course. But Jason Peters to come in and redirect Tyler and Willetsko and the one kid that we're not going to mention and Terrence Steele. Hey, you can. These are two tackles in the building that they might be better than your fucking coach right now. Go ahead, Will.
I think it's something that needs to be talked about more with Jason Peters. His willingness. He said, "I want to go to a place that either I can win a ring, or teach the next up and coming tackles." And with Tyler Smith being a rookie, he's not going to have Tyron Smith for quite some time. People think, "Oh, he's hurt. That means he can be in all the meeting rooms and on the field and practice." And that's not the case. When they go to the Star to practice, understand Tyron has his duties as well. And that's to be in the rehab. That's to be inside. That's to be working on putting his leg, bone back together and all that and whatnot.
Together, yeah.
Yeah. So you got Jason now out there, Peters, at practice, in the games, in the meetings, next to Tyler to help him when Tyron wasn't going to be able to do that. So I said on Twitter, we want to see the tangible positive effect from Jason Peters, which I think we'll see. But I think the non-tangible part may have just as much of an impact, and that's teaching these young bucks.
Fantastic. And on the next point, somebody asked, "So, Jason, you going to be starting?" And he said this.
Supposed to be depth or to start left out?
It don't matter whatever they ask me. If Smith get in there and start rolling and they want to keep him, I'm going to just help him along. I ain't no guy that's going to feel some kind of way if I don't get in there and start. But
stop the cap.
To start, I'm going to get in there and go to work.
And I do think that's a little bit of cap because I ask you this though, Will, still. If Tyron Smith didn't get hurt, does Jason Peters sign here?
It's tough to see that, man. He's saying what he's saying now, but it's really hard to fathom him wanting to come here. You know what? As I'm talking this out, he might be looking at the situation like, man, this motherfucker gonna get hurt, so I'm gonna have a chance.
Right.
But I get what you're saying.
What I'm asking is, right, so when Tyron comes back and Tyler's, so do you sit Jason Peters? Because I'm ready to sit Tyron for the rest of the season. But you don't bring in Jason Peters and be like, "Yo, Jason, you may play a couple games, but this is not your spot. We're gonna give you cheap money and you're gonna be a backup." Jason Peters not gonna stay here. He's not. Jason wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be around to be help guy. Now with the money and with I'm starting left tackle guy, and maybe since I'm behind Tyler Smith for 2 games, I'll help him now. But hey, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And I fully imagine that if Jason Peters is playing well in his left tackle spot, y'all believe in continuity so damn much. I think Tyron sits the whole year out if Jason Peters is that guy.
Well, it's something that I welcome. I welcome that exact scenario. I've been saying it for the last week. Please let somebody play so well at that position that you have to have the conversation. And then I'll deal with it when we get there. Similar to the Tony Romo and Dak thing. Deal with that shit when we get to 11-1. You know what I mean? Let's get to that point first. So, because we may be getting up in arms about something that may not even, you know what I'm saying? That might not even work out that way. Right. Peters might not be great. Tyler might not be great. Tyron may not come back at all, but I would love for that to be the case where both of these dudes are playing lights out and then Tyron comes back healthy. Let's roll.
Tyron Smith gonna lead this shit, boy. Tyron Smith gonna fucking demand a trade. Tyron get his ass up out of here, man. Tyron, look, I got a clip. Tyron Smith gonna be like,
"Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No,
all right, cool. Let's see. What else we got? We on one today, Will. Still, we got these clips. Hey, look, I've been waiting to use some of these clips, but we never had a chance to use them. But I got 6 banks ready to go. So stay tuned. While we at this right here, please hit the like button. That is our what I call it, virtual currency. So we try to be at half the engagement. So if we got 500 people watching live, let's try to get 250 likes up here. That's the least that we ask for. We got what is that? About 800 or so people, almost a little more. So 800 or so people. Hey, can we get 400 likes? You know what I'm saying? Between the two chat boxes, please. That'll be amazing. Appreciate you. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Follow Skywalker Steele, SKYWALKERSTEEELE. Skywalker Steele a long ass name, bro.
Yeah, why you think I don't spell it?
And my dumb ass just Skywalker Steele, SKY. All right, I got some more sound clips, but let's get into some of the keys to victory. Will Steele, that's all we got on Jason Peters, man. Let's talk about Tampa Bay and them boys. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into them, man. Let's get into them, man.
Fuck them.
Let's get into it, man. Keys to victory. What we got to do to win this game, man? It's not going to be the same type of game that it was last year, right? It's going to be totally different. You know, first of all, shouts out to my graphics department, man. We got some good shit for y'all, man. We got some good shit for y'all this week. But if I had to narrow this thing down to 3 keys to win this daggum game, we got to go after Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady's not one of these scrambly guys. He's not going to run around. We got to earn coming after Tom Brady, though. You feel what I'm saying? We got to get to a point to where, and it's going to sound crazy, Will Steele. When I wrote this down, it sounded weird when I wrote it because Tom is Tom. But we cannot let the run game bail Tom Brady out. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Our run game or his run game?
Their run game. We can't let the Bucs run game bail Tom Brady out. I want Tom Brady to throw the football deep. Or rather him hold the football and go to more of these deeper packages. That's the way that we beat Tom Brady, right? Because if we can't stop the run, then they'll just beat us stopping the run. They'll just beat us via run, right? If we stop the run, but we can't beat the short pass, we can't beat the rhythm game, we can't beat the dink and dunk Tom Brady thing, then they'll just beat us like that, right? We need to take away the run game. We need to take away the timing offense. You can do that with DBs being physical, jam at the line of scrimmage, mess up, whatever. You can do that. Take away the timing, take away the short game. And when Tom Brady gets to a point to where he got to go 5-step drops, to where he got to hold the ball, to where they're trying to attack us deeper down the field, that's when you let 11 go. That's when you let 11 go. And look, not only 11, of course, but 90, 55. What's the damn? You let all them boys go. You feel me? You let them go. Will Steele, while I'm doing this, can you pull up your tweet that you tweeted out the other day? I can send it to you if you needed to. The Brent Urban played.
Gotcha.
The Keanu Neal play. Appreciate you. This team is so different than it was last year, bro. And me and Will been talking about this, man, but there's something about that year 1 to year 2 jump. And I got a Dan Quinn quote on that. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But if you just looked at what we had last year, Jalen Smith played snaps for you last year. Keanu Neal played snaps for you last year. Does that mean anything to y'all? Right? Like, we've gone from Keanu Neal and Jalen Smith to Anthony Barr and Micah Parsons, right? And Micah Parsons was around, but Micah Parsons was fresh out the box. You know, we opened up the packaging, you know, we ripped off the plastic. All right, Micah, But we didn't read the instruction manual. Will, you ever just got something from Amazon that you had to put together? You ain't got to answer this, you working. But you just putting something together from Amazon and you go, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not going to read the instructions. That's what we did with Micah Parsons last year. We took Micah Parsons and we threw him in there. We didn't read the instructions. And we like, why we got all these screws left?
Yeah.
What is this Allen wrench for?
And
you know what I'm saying?
And to be fair, this was Micah's very first professional game, and you can tell he was kind of just like, hey man, this is all new. It is what it is. He wasn't as comfortable. He said it in an interview. That was my worst game, according to him.
Yeah. And boy, Dan Quinn read that manual, didn't he? And motherfucker said, oh, that's how you use Micah Parsons. Then Micah turned into Micah. Tom Brady didn't see this dude last year. So when I say you can't let the run game or the short pass game bail Tom Brady out, you want Tom Brady to hold the football. Because us putting pressure on Tom, us sacking Tom, that's how we get him. Fantastic tweet here by Will Steele. Skywalker Steele, actually, pardon me. Y'all go follow him on Twitter. He does great work. Whatever, he's my producer. All right. He said Brent Urban played 28 snaps. Keanu Neal played 50 fucking snaps. 50. Micah dropped back 29 times. Neville Gallimore didn't play. Tristan Hill didn't play. Malik Hooker did not play. Jalen Smith did play. How many fucking snaps he get, Will? Still too many?
Funny thing is, him and LV did not play a ton of snaps because of the game plan situation. But you would think, oh, well, Keanu Neal, he's a safety, right? Come down to help. He was playing a different position. His 50 snaps were all linebacker snaps, not, hey, I played 50 snaps, 35 of them was safety, then I came in the box for 15. So it's going to be a totally different defense, Voch.
I just think that there's something to the idea of, we didn't sign anybody necessarily. We didn't sign any big names or whatever, but we're just different dudes in general. I actually have a sound clip from Dan Quinn. He's talking about year one players going into year two. And the whole damn defense, basically, right? Whether it be, not Van Der Esch, of course, and like D-Law and them, but the young guys, whether it be Chauncey, Bo, Osa, Neville. This is Neville's real, second year for real, because he didn't really play the whole year last year, right? Just some of those guys. I don't know if I mentioned Chauncey, but Chauncey already, Jabril didn't play last year like we really want him to. It's something about year two guys. Here's Dan Quinn talking about year two guys.
Recently, you were asked, or I was asked, regarding a player that goes from year one into year two, and that's something I think probably all of you have covered from time to time. I think it's absolutely the truth. And we have some players that are making the jump from year one into year two. And I see their trajectory, going, on the way up. I also had said back to them, I think it's very true that it happens for a specific unit going from year one into year two. And so for us defensively, it's players, it's coaches, it's roles, it's knowing one another. It's knowing how to communicate more clearly and quickly. When you have that process in place going in for your second lap at it, you get a little tighter, you get a little stronger. And so although it's true from player-wise, year one to year two is usually when the biggest jumps make, I also felt like from a system standpoint, it's usually when you make your best jumps, as an offense or a defense or a special team.
Not just the players making a jump. Player talent is a jump, of course. But the system will still. The system. Now, this ain't just me, trying to like give us credit or nothing like that, because I'm always talking about some of the things that we're saying. But this offseason, we were saying that not only are dudes better because they're offseason peanut butter, they've gotten bigger just another year, but J-Ron Curse is set into that role now. There's no DeMonte KZ taking time away from Malik. That is Malik Hooker's job now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's going to be a big push to get Anthony Brown off the field. Yo, Anthony, that's your job, mother. Hey, Kelvin ain't do shit. Hey, Deron Blanco, hey, this is your job, AB. You get cemented into that, right? Dan Quinn knowing what Micah is. Yo, Micah, last year, you was just kind of like the utility dude that just chase people. You the guy. And we're gonna move forward on defense as if you're the guy now. Facts. That's real shit. Mindset and scheme year two it goes just as far as player improvement does for me. You feel what I'm saying, Winston?
I feel you, bro. God
damn, Carl. Let's get back in it. And look, whenever I see the coordinators press conferences or whatever, I go, all right, Mike McCarthy, maybe I'll listen to my Bones, get Bones fuck out of here. Kellen, maybe I ain't trying to listen. Let's see what Dan Quinn got to say. I go to Dan first. Because Dan drops shit like this, Will. Let's get back into Dan Quinn.
Just because of that connection, player to player, you recognize you're more of an extension of one another. And I certainly feel that from the training camp of this group of where we're headed and the additions that we've made.
Bro, it's amazing. It's amazing hearing Dan Quinn talk like this, man. It's amazing hearing Dan Quinn talk like this. And, Clarence Hill tried to catch him up once. He was like, hey, you think this is a top 5 defense, Dan? And Dan was like, we'll see, motherfucker. Relax. he like relax, but Dan didn't hit us with the coach speak. Hey, we got a long way to go. We'll figure it out. We'll take one game at a time. Dan was like, hey man, we'll just go out there and play. I'd rather show you than tell you, motherfucker. Dan's excited about this shit, man. Dan ready to roll these motherfuckers out there. One more thing. He says, is this the fastest defense that you've ever had? This is Dan Quinn talking about his guys.
We do have, it's probably one of the fastest and the longest, in terms of length of safeties and linebackers with this kind of size and this kind of length. The play speed is where the fast comes from. And the more you know it, the faster you can play. And there may be some guys who can run 4.4 at different positions, but yeah, I would say this group I'd put up with anybody.
I wish I could see Will Steele face right now. I wish I could. I got the same face. I know. Go ahead. I know.
I say this all the time, man. You can be, and I talk about it as safety. I don't give a damn my safety runs a 4.2. Because if he's intelligent, if he's clicking, he can get there faster than that 4.2 guy. And that's what Dan is basically saying. Yeah, sure. We got Micah, right? We got the Blands that run the 4.4s. Yeah, we got all these guys that are pretty fast. But what makes them fast is their play speed, you know, the physical attributes connecting with their IQ. And when you get speed and you get smart players and it all comes together, it's going to be a fast flying around defense, bro.
Man, let's finish what Dan said on this clip here.
Speed to go play. We've got a lot of speed. We've got a lot of length. And so that's why that last piece I was speaking about, our communication, you know, on the field, pre and post snap is going to be so critical. We
got speed at every level of the defense, though. In the front, in the linebackers, in the DBs, bro, speed everywhere, sir. It's I'm just ready to see it in real life application, man. I'm ready to see it in a real life application. Before we talk about some of the Bucs players, Will Steele, shouts out to Joe Sandberg. He actually sent me this clip. This is Todd Bowles talking about Micah Parsons. I thought this was incredible. I got a good laugh out of this. Check this out.
He definitely qualifies as a game wrecker. They use him inside. They use him outside. He can rush the passer from anywhere. He can blow up runs. He can cover. He does a lot of things. He causes a lot of problems. They cause a lot of mismatches for him. They get him in position where he's on the back a lot, but he can beat linemen as well. He's a true game wrecker.
Is he the guy that Brady has to be aware of pre-snap all the time?
He should be aware of all of them, but definitely where he is.
Basically.
Hey, Will Steele. He said, I be damned. You better know where all the motherfuckers at, but you better know where 11 is. Will.
Better know where you at.
Bruh, Todd Bowles sounds stressed out, don't he? Todd Bowles sound like he been thinking about this shit for a week. He said, hey, man, look, hey.
Because last year, he ain't had to worry about it. Last year, all he had to worry about was the defense. This year's, goddamn.
He said, look, man, he can tear shit up from everywhere. He can play in line scrimmage. They put him on running backs. They put him on running back, but he can beat offensive linemen too. Shit, yeah, D-Law over there too, motherfucker. But watch 11. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm ready, bro. Yeah. I'm ready, Will Steele. We ain't got to get into that one. I had another clip here. Dan Quinn was just talking about not being cute versus Tom Brady. We just got to be who we are. We just got to execute. We got to be fast. We got to be strong and just line up and whoop the dude in front of us. We don't have to be cute versus Tom Brady. I totally agree. Just like I said, stop the run. Cornerbacks be physical, mess up some of that timing, mess up some of that rhythm passing. And let's, let's make Tom Brady hold on to the ball so that we can hunt and we can pass rush. All right, cool. And Will, if you could pull up that graphic with the Buccaneers players for me, sir. I think my graphics team did a fantastic job on this, man. Can we just get a flame in the chat for my graphics team, man, putting this together, man, just putting together the look for us. Of course, Tom Brady's Tom Brady. We know who the hell Tom Brady is, right? Whatever. Cool. I said what I said. Mike Evans is a guy that I know we can cover. I saw him do it last year. You know what I'm saying? And look, you can talk about the guys that we lost, whether it be Cooper, Leal, whatever. If there's a superpower to Tampa Bay, is their offense. You know what I'm saying? And I know what we can do versus their offense. You know what I mean? Chris Godwin, he's been running around with no brace, so I think he's going to be ready for week 1. Russell Gage, yeah, standard 3 receiver, whatever, but Will Steele, what's your take on healthy Julio? Right? I know Julio's a guy that you probably can't rely on like all year to be healthy. I know he's a guy that is still talented, but he just doesn't play for you. And when he plays, he's good if you can get the football to him. I just don't think that, Tennessee's offense and Tannehill and, the run first thing that they did over there with Henry, I don't think that they're guys that could use Julio Jones properly. And I ain't saying this was a Tom Brady, Randy Moss type of thing. That could be a thing. But if Julio is healthy and it's week 1, so look, he healthy. The motherfucker made it to week 1, right? Do you think Julio Jones is going to give us very much problems as healthy Julio?
All depends how they use him. Because if we're being completely honest, at this stage in his career, from a boundary wide receiver standpoint, he's a lesser Mike Evans. Like, he's not really going to beat you with his burners because he's not that guy no more. He is savvy or what have you, but I'm really interested and intrigued in how do they use him. Does he morph himself into a Larry Fitzgerald, where Larry Fitzgerald won inside to the slot, and that's how he was able to kind of stay afloat even at a later age. So if he moves inside in the slot, yeah, he'll be a big body for J. Lou to deal with. Chris Godwin was the same way last year. They put Godwin in the slot against the Cowboys, and he gave the Cowboys trouble. So how do they use Julio Jones? Week 1, healthy Julio's physically going to be able to do some good things. But if he's going to be, on a boundary and he's running deeper routes, you got to have time to get it to him. And unless you just YOLO in that motherfucker, but you got to have time to get it to him. And I don't foresee them having a ton of time to get it to him this year. So we're talking what? Button hooks, comeback routes, quick slants, go find the zone to sit down. If that's how Julio's going to get it, I mean, whatever. I'm more so worried about the guy that can get deep, because Brady, he cut us up in those little dink, 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 dink. But he also was very efficient to Antonio Brown downfield. Is Russell Gage the Antonio Brown? I don't think so. So Julio doesn't really strike fear in me from a big play standpoint, but I am curious how to use him.
For sure. Matt Owen hit both of us on Twitter. Todd Archer just released a Cowboys depth chart, or they released their depth chart or whatever. Tyler Smith is the first left tackle on there, and of course, cool. And of course, we got to take these depth charts with a grain of salt here, of course. But Michael Gallup, the first receiver on that list. You think they're trying to sneak shit out?
No, this is no. I'm
just curious, man. Trying
to
do some sneaky shit, man. I'm just asking.
CD Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's at the top, because I'm about to say, well, I don't even see him. So CD Lamb, they got CD Lamb, Noah Brown, Michael Gallup. We understand Michael Gallup's not playing. So,
but Will, he might be playing. We don't know.
We know
now, but Will, what I'm saying is what if we roll out week 1 with Gallup and Jason Peters? Will, what we doing? This Madden, Will, come on, man.
If we roll out with Gallup and Jason Peters, I will look at this organization. I already look at them weird, but I'll be like, are y'all high?
Some roach. Yeah, for sure. I'm bullshitting, of course, but I'm just looking at the depth chart. That's what it says. All right, let's get through these 4 phone calls.
The conference has been locked.
Quickly.
Surprised you went there and you didn't go to Quentin Bohanna.
Oh, I already know Bo, that guy. But the fact that he's over Neville,
that's what I'm saying.
I think that they have to just kind of do that, because I think Dan Quinn's going to use them both differently. You know what I'm saying? And look, once we get film, we'll know. You know what I mean? So of course, Voch and Will still going to be grinding film, but that goes back to that other Illuminati theory that we had. We said, Neville Gallimore show played a lot in the preseason. Because we thought Neville and Osa was the 2 guys.
Boy, Bo been balling. I've been trying to tell people Bo has. Everybody kept talking about Tristan Hill and Neville and Osa, but I promise you, Quentin Bohanna, from the film I watched in preseason and what I saw in camp, has been just as good, if not better, than most of those dudes. So he deserves that, in my opinion.
Luke Griffin on that depth chart is something I did not think I was going to see. All right, though. Let's get to the phones, y'all. Hey, phones, don't forget, we're doing this quickly, all right? I appreciate y'all. Love you. Get in 1 point. If you point, if you got a quick second one, let's get a quick second one. But, call us back tomorrow. You got something else to say. We're going to start off with the Lunatic, then Joe, Sandberg, then Steve. Tyrone after that. Let's boogie. The Lunatic, what's happening?
Sky, Voch, Cowboys Nation, buenas tardes. Hey, you definitely got to send that first part of the show in for whatever awards YouTube have. That is gold. That is gold. Got me rolling there. Those sound effects, they're priceless.
Hey man, we trying, Lunatic. We just trying to take this thing to new heights. Plus the volume is paying good money. So yeah, we just trying to do our best.
That's right. The knowledge and the entertainment. Now, I'll be quick. Yes, we expected the Jason Peters signing, but my question was, why the hell wasn't the front office doing this the minute after, he who shall not be named second practice? Because now we got to go through this ramp-up period in a game that, as you said, yes, we can win. We won the turnover battle last year. We won the time of possession battle last year, and we lost because Legatron. Now we're at home. Yeah. But they don't have some weapons. Even if Jordan Lewis and his hamstring is out, we got Bland replacing him. So we got better solutions now, I think. Yes, we got questions at wide receiver, but as long as Kellen Moore gets that 12 personnel, he feels confident in that 12, more comfortable in that 12 personnel. Keep Brady on the sidelines, just like Mahomes. Just keep him on the sidelines, get scoring drives, and then when he is on the field, let Osa, Neville, and Micah go ahead and get that fresh meat in there. They are starting their rookie second-round pick, Luke Coakley or something like that, at left guard. Yeah. And he might go up against Micah. Sure. That's right. Just send Micah up there. We didn't know what we had in Micah. Now we do. Even the opposing coach knows what it is. Game wrecker. And also those hidden yardage and special teams. Those hidden yards and special teams. Turpin, not inside the 5, maybe returns it, maybe gets us out close to the 20. Those keys to that victory. And this year, it's going to be Tom Brady telling Dak, we'll see each other again when the Cowboys walk off AT&T Field Sunday night with that dub. Dallas 21, Tampa Bay 17. Voch, Sky, thank you. Cowboys Nation, how about them Cowboys? Y puro pinche Cowboys.
Appreciate you, Lunatic. Great call. They have named Luke. Go ahead, what's it?
No, I almost said he was getting real close. Appreciate you, Lunatic.
They have named Luke Godicke. Their starter. I think he's from Central Michigan or something like that. You watched him when you watched Bernard Ryman this year for for draft season or whatever. So if there's any draft guys in the building, Luke Godicke from Central Michigan will be starting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So just keep your eyes on it. He'll be the starting left guard. Hey, you got a rookie at left guard and you got a backup center in Tampa Bay there. Tristan Wirfs will be playing. So and look, not that I wanted Tristan Wirfs to be hurt or nothing like that, because I don't want nobody to be like, oh well, Tristan Wirfs didn't play. That's why y'all sacked shit out of Tom Brady. I want Wirfs there, and then Will don't care. Will don't go fuck. Have some pride. Will don't go fuck. All right.
You know why?
Basically, fuck them.
I got you.
They wouldn't care if we was out. If we was hurt.
Gallup is out. Tyron is out, but they don't care. That's fair enough. Let's go Joe Sandberg, see what he's talking about. What up, Joe?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Voch?
What's good, my guy?
Doing dishes?
So today we're talking about Micah Parsons.
Okay.
So the other thing was, like, the first time we played them last year, we had no clue what it was.
Spacing it?
And sorry, Voch. I'll give you a better spot where it's better signal at.
I was just about to say you getting kidnapped by them aliens, man. You getting abducted over there.
Yeah. But talking about Micah Parsons, like basically where we were last year, different Micah Parsons. We're actually has some continuity on the defense. And yeah, there's a different O-line as far as like the interior for the Bucs. So this should be a game of we can see what our youngins got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Ooh, yeah, I feel you, Joe. It's a totally different team this year than it was last year, man. Just so yeah, I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see what that looks like.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Joe, we're gonna go ahead and get you out of here, man. Oh, appreciate you, dog. Good call, Joe.
Right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Love Joe, man. Joe, sports, very, very much so, man. Joe holds us down, y'all. Appreciate you, Joe. Let's get Steve on the phone, then Tyrone, then the chat box. Let's book it. What up, Steve?
Hey guys. Well, I gotta say, since hope and prayers seem to be Jerry's philosophy for this year, you would think he wouldn't want to give away any team secrets or any game plans or anything else, but typical Jerry won't shut up.
Sure.
So it got me thinking, since last year going into the Chargers game when Jerry let it slip that we were going to start Steele, and then Big Mike looked like he was going to chew a box of nails.
Yeah.
I think this year, just with all the stupid bullshit Jerry's saying day after day after day, that they're having a quote-unquote game plan meetings when Jerry's in there. And then as soon as Jerry says, all right, that meeting's a wrap, they're going to go right back in and say, all right, now we're going to have the real game plan meeting. Because they know, Big Mike knows that Jerry's going to let slip anything that they say in these meetings.
Right.
It's fucked up.
I feel you, Steve. But listen though, man. Like it shouldn't have to be that way. We shouldn't have to hide from Jerry. You know what I'm saying? We just, yo, bro, just shut the fuck up, man. We just shut your face. Shut your face.
Be like,
I got you. They should, but
they be in the meeting rooms. Jerry's coming. Oh shit! Put the shit away. Put the shit away. Put the shit away. Yeah, Jay. We're gonna give it to Zeke. We're going 45 times. Jason Peters, Arkansas. Yeah, Jerry, right on.
Prom King.
Yeah, you guys are asking. Yeah, we're gonna run our first 9 plays. There's gonna be 5 runs. There's gonna be 4 passes, and they're gonna be in this order. And we'll like to see you guys stop him. You know, he just does not shut up. But Voch, I did want to tell you it was great to hear you a couple weeks ago getting that interview on 105.3 The Fan.
Man.
That was awesome.
Yo, man, shouts out to Reggie, shouts out to KG, man. They show love for the YouTube guys, man. Anybody that show love for the YouTube guys, they're gonna get respect from us. So shout out to them 100%.
Hey, can you change my name
Jerry
when I call
Jones,
in? Steven Jones.
Stop, Steve. King Element says when Jerry walked in, they drop like Toy Story. Oh my God. That's the who I'm talking.
King Element's always on it.
Hold on, the true classic joke of the day.
Jerry's here. Report.
They just.
Oh man, you know every time Jerry says one of those things, Big Mike just pulls an Obama. Basically, you know it.
Fuck him.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Great show. I love listening to you guys. Catch you guys either live or on the replay every day.
All right, Steve. You wanted me to change your name to something. What you want me to change your name to?
The only smart Steven Jones.
Hilarious.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm not gonna say all that. All right, but the only smart Steven Jones. Appreciate it, bro. All right, we got a call from the only smart Steve. That made my job hard. What you mean? Good call, bro. They drop like Toy Story. That is crazy.
That's great. Fantastic.
Let's get Tyrone on the phone, and then I'm gonna pull up these super chats and see what y'all said this show. Appreciate y'all. Let's get Tyrone in here. What's up, Ty?
What's up? What's up, Voch? What's up, Sky?
What's good, brother?
What's going on?
Hey, ain't nothing, man. Hey, it was all a dream. I used to work. Hey, y'all called me on the Biggie voice last time called in, but
we love you.
Hey, ain't about that. But I want to say, like, with Jerry Jones, what he's doing, he's not trying to transcript. He's not trying to lose any leverage of what he's saying. Like, what he's saying is, okay, I'm not trying to lose any kind of leverage on the players that we bring in. We're not desperate because Tyrone Smith is going to be out the rest of the year.
Right.
Because I think that's really what's going on. I don't think that Tyrone Smith is going to come back. But, of course, he's not going to say it because that loses leverage, as you know what I'm saying, as his negotiations goes through Jason Peters or whoever that he picks up.
Right.
But the question I have for y'all, both of y'all, Steele and Sky, is we know what Brady, if you remember what Brady said about Michael Bennett, he said he worries about the inside pressure more than anything else. Well, Michael Bennett, he said Michael Bennett was one of the worst defenders he had to play because of the inside pressure, right? So we know that his inside of his line is compromised right now. So I want y'all thoughts about like Neville Gallimore and Ozzie and Bohanna and Tristan Hill. Yeah. What do y'all think that he could? What kind of pressure do you think that we could bring as an interior defensive line? Because we've been showing out all preseason long, right? And I just want to know y'all thoughts about how we could bring the pressure in the inside of the line to disrupt Tom Brady.
I forgot Michael Bennett was even on this damn team. That shit was so long ago. But yeah, Tom Brady's not a guy that's gonna run away from you. So if you're blitzing if you're rushing from the outside, then it's easier for those guys to to kind of navigate that pocket or whatever. But when you getting pressure from A gap, B gap, it's a little rough for you. You know what I'm saying? You get pressure from A gap and B gap is much harder to avoid that, especially when you're a statue like Tom Brady. Tyrone, fantastic call, my guy. Appreciate you and call in next time, baby. Deserved.
Yeah.
Let's read these supers, and then we're gonna see what the chat box had to say. Let's read the supers. Hey, yo, chat, listen, man. Somebody's like, yo, Voch, we gotta stop clowning the callers. We're not clowning the callers. We love y'all. Y'all just part of the show. Y'all just, hey, y'all, y'all just, you're here. Here we go. Let's go to monetization and supers. All right, we got supers on both sides. On the Voch side, what's today, the 6th? All right, cool. If Tyler, Tyron, and Jason all play well, I would love for Kellen to roll all the motherfuckers in a heavy set, especially in late towards it. Will.
Yep.
If Jason and Tyron are playing incredibly well, hypothetically, I don't believe this to be the case, but if that's the case, do you try to put somebody at right tackle maybe and compete with Terrence and make Terrence the swing guy or something like that? Maybe.
You're saying if Jason Peters plays well, how do we know if Tyron's playing well? He ain't played.
I guess if Tyron come back in December and it's January and we at the playoffs and Tyron's playing.
No. If Terrence still is terrible, then you attempt to do something like that. But no, right?
Yeah, I agree. Who do you sit down when? That's a long time. It's a lot of variables. We'll cross. Yeah, we're not gonna waste the content. We'll talk about it whenever we get to that point. But yeah, that's that's something to think about. But I think they're just gonna sit Jason, which I don't think Jason would like that very much. Let's go into but Voch's answer is just sit Tyron for the rest of the year and just move on from him. That's just my thoughts. Guillotine dropped 6. Guillotine 06 dropped 5 in super chat. Says y'all two sides of Diddy. Went from can't stop, won't stop to appreciate you, Guillotine. Aaron dropped a deuce in super chat. Says Parsons going to pick up the bluff blitz. Parsons going to get a pick on a bluff blitz,
like sugar in the A gaps and dropping back type of situation.
I feel you, but I just want just go in A gaps, just blitz them, just blitz them. I feel you. People dropped a deuce and a 5. He says caught the live late, but F it. Dallas Cowboys for life. Appreciate you, Peebo. Then he also says Kellen needs 3 playbooks. The beginning of the season, the second half, and the playoffs.
Fair.
Fantastic, Peebo. Fantastic. So we don't have any more Broncos incidents. Hey, man. Love the comment there, Peebo. Appreciate you for your super chat contribution. And I love that we got more super chats on the volume side than on the Voch Lombardi side, because we definitely gonna hold that against them in contract negotiations. All right. So now let's get into the chat box. We appreciate y'all for calling in. The phone lines are closed. For whatever reason you couldn't get in touch with the show, you talked up you anytime, minutes, anytime. You dropped your phone in the toilet like you're Darren McFadden. No, that was a pool. But you dropped your phone in the toilet, whatever, it may be 3 o'clock in the morning where you at work, you at school, you couldn't call in. Now is the time to interact with the show. So with that being said, chat, what y'all got? And I need to find Restream because I lost it. I lost Restream. All right, here we go. Let's see what y'all got. Man.
King said, the day I call in, I hope everybody clown me.
King Element, look, you call in. You just let yourself be known as King Element. It ain't got to be today. Just one day. I think over time we have upgraded to 1,000 people in the chat. Yes, we're almost at 1,000, so we're at like 940 or something. So hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Let's get into it. Hear ye. Tell the Dothrakis put them spears down. Tell the Dothraki put them spears down. Hear ye. What you got, Will? What's on that mug? I see you, sir.
It's Latte Larry's. It's from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Shouts out to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Voch ain't watching. All right, let's see. Clear the way. Marcus Hardison says, At the volume, that's Voch and Will Steele, of course. At the volume, all greatness is from God. When heroes stumble, the cowards will rejoice. When heroes stumble, the cowards will rejoice. Dare to be great, gentlemen, and God will provide and provide abundantly. Prayers,
I can't. I feel like I can't. This needs some preacher music. This was different. This was the Holy Ghost speaking to me here. This wasn't no somebody from back in the day. I couldn't do it anymore, Voch. I'm sorry, not today.
Oh man,
Appreciate the words, Marcus.
Appreciate it though, Mark. We appreciate the but yes, the cowards will, cowards will try to get you off your marker there. Let's see. Do I have a? Let me see something. I maybe give me 2 seconds. If I got a boom 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 boom, and boy, this could go a bad way. No, we ain't gonna do it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna move on. Hey, Marcus Harris, appreciate you.
GP, are you with me?
I was gonna try. Where we at? He gotta go back here. Boom, boom. All right. What's up with y'all, chat? Let's get back into it. Did y'all know Billy D. Williams' middle name was December?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know that. All right, cool. Boom, boom, boom. I really want to find this sound clip. I'll do it later. I have it ready for next time. It'll be ready for next time. All right, let's get into the chat so we can go home. Creative Genius, I did get your email. It's just live shipping going on this weekend, but I will get back to you. JR says, Vi Sky, what up? Oh, no. Vi Sky, what up, baby? We all need to have signs at the game with where is Bay sleeping tonight?
Dang.
Did Tom get a divorce or something? This because I've been seeing some of that. What's been going on with Tom?
There's rumors he's having some marital issues because he came back or whatever. He basically just having real life grown man issues, man, and it's
Oh, we about to smoke the shit out of his distracted ass. You feel me? Let's see.
Hey, Aaron asked, do we think that the Cowboys delayed signing Peters to not guarantee his salary? I don't think so. It's pennies, but I guess it's a penny pension organization.
I think they had faith in Josh Ball. Which shouldn't have been the case, but they did.
Yeah, they signed. What's the cat's name before week 1? Barr. So I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 12 personnel for the win. Sick of this. I'm sick. If y'all ain't got no question, man, we're still gonna clock out. You know what I mean? You ain't got no question. Do y'all think no, you read that. Oh man, Brady getting chased. I hope Turpin plays a lot. Do you see Turpin doing some offensive things this game, Wilson?
Your boy sounded excited about him from a receiver standpoint. I hope so. I got my theory on how to win offensively against their defense, and I think it's to stretch the field horizontally and attack the edges, and Turpin can do that.
Perfect. Hey, if y'all ain't got nothing else, we about to go ahead and dip. How do you feel about Terrence Steele? That's Skywalker Steele, cuz. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Indeed. He went from third cousin in 2020. He done worked his way up to the goddamn cookout. I gave him a plate, give him something to drink. Come on in, cuz. What's up with you, dog?
All the time out. Well, I got another one. Wait a minute. Hey, Terrence Steele used to be Will's 5th cousin, right? He used to be 5th cousins, and then he went up to 3rd cousin. But hey, man, the more you keep playing, Terrence Steele has now become. Wait a minute.
We're brothers.
Hey. So yeah, they're gonna be brothers now. You feel me? They siblings now. Hey, but listen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, I hope we don't get copyright on this. Let's just go ahead and cut this shit off. Let's go get the volume on like that. right, cool. So listen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell. We need all that engagement. Salute. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, and my non-football platform, which is twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. My brother will still tell the good people where to find you, sir.
Skywalker still on Twitter. Like I said, I'm getting more. I've already been active, but during the season, I'm going to be really active, posting a lot of stuff and thoughts and comments and leading up to this show and my show, which airs every Monday through Friday, 8:30-ish, A to Z Sports, Dallas. Make sure you check us out, man.
Appreciate y'all. Till next time, hold down for the Doski Wilson, the Peace Whiskey. Till next time, volume. Oh, shit. Hey, what the hell going on up here? What up here?
Beats Planet.